Okay. Okay. It'll be fine. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to XDefiant. The game is almost 1 month old at this point, believe it or not. The preseason is coming to an end, Season 1 is right around the corner, and as such, even more changes are going to be coming to the game, which have been confirmed by Mark Rubin as well as ACHES over on social media. What I thought I would do here for today's video is cover all those changes that are going to be coming, sifting through all the social media posts and everything so you guys don't have to. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into it because a lot of these changes are going to be very positive for the XDefiant community. So yesterday, a netcode change went through with the hopes of giving the game better hit registration as well as improving latency, which in theory will result in less dying around corners. It's only been 1 day since that update went live, but I will say I was dying around corners a lot less yesterday, though there's still plenty of random issues when it comes to the XDefiant servers. For example, my buddy Jet, he lives in California, I live in Pennsylvania, right? So when he's playing on the USC servers, he definitely doesn't have the best connection ever, but yesterday, after the update, he had this clip right here, which really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, sure, his ping wasn't very good, but he wasn't getting packet loss, he wasn't getting high variations to his latency or anything like that. The clip really didn't make a whole lot of sense, but it is nice that they're putting out these netcode changes with the hopes of making the game feel better, and hopefully that is something they continue to do over the coming weeks and months here within XDefiant. On top of that, a couple of days ago, they put out a new update which nerfed bunny hopping as well as crouch spamming, though a lot of people are saying the changes don't really do a whole lot. As of right now, the penalty for bunny hopping only triggers on the 4th jump, which really doesn't change really anything whatsoever, and it has been confirmed that they are monitoring the bunny hop spam changes, and they are open to the idea of making the penalty occur on the 3rd jump as compared to the 4th one, so definitely stay tuned there. Next up, we have weapon XP changes. It was confirmed a couple of days ago that weapon XP is going to be changed in some capacity in the future, though as of right now, we're not sure exactly when that update is going to come out or what exactly they're going to be changing. Mark Rubin did say on Twitter that unlocking attachments should be faster, but unlocking skins like bronze, silver, gold, and then the new mastery camos in Season 1 are going to be a little bit harder, so I'm wondering how that's going to work out. Maybe they're going to make the attachments be unlocked much earlier on throughout the weapons progression, but then keep the challenges for bronze, silver, and gold. I really have no idea. For me personally, I've said it before, I'll say it again, they need to reward people for playing the objective with weapon XP. I don't think it's a very controversial opinion to say that no one really plays the objective that hard within this game. There's a number of people out there who just pretty much ignore the objective, and that's really frustrating in a fast-paced arena shooter like XDefiant. I feel like everybody should be playing the objective, everybody should be trying to win, but I don't necessarily blame those players who ignore the objective, because if you want to level up your guns, get your attachments, get your bronze, silver, and gold camo, the best way to do that is to ignore the objective and just get kills, because as of right now, weapon XP is solely tied to your kills and your assists, which I think is a really bad idea. They should give you XP for being on the objective, you should get XP for capturing flags, capturing hard points, and just being on the escort drone, anything, right? If you're playing the objective, you should get more weapon XP, and in turn, that would encourage more people to actually PTFO for a change, and I think XDefiant would be better as a result. So I guess we're gonna have to wait and see how they're going to be changing up weapon XP, but those changes are coming, and I think it's very much needed. Not only do we need more people to play the objective, but I'll straight up say, like, when I'm streaming now or when I'm playing XDefiant and it's not a double weapon XP event, I just use my bronze guns. I don't even bother leveling up my other guns because it's so painfully slow. I might as well just wait for double XP, right? I then just go to my bronze weapons. I have guns like the M4, the AK, the M16, the MP5, the P90, like guns like that. I just use those because I already have the good attachments for them as compared to using a gun like the MDR, for example, which only becomes decent once you get to like weapon level 40. So yeah, I think they definitely need to change things around here when it comes to weapon XP, and apparently they are. So stay tuned. Hopefully we have some good news coming our way. Next up, the stupid freaking spider drone, which I honestly don't understand why it's even in the game. The spider drone is so ridiculously frustrating. Its sole purpose is to annoy people and just make the game feel chaotic and random. Like, I freaking hate the spider drone, and apparently it's going to be reworked at a fundamental level because it's super buggy. Who thought the spider is buggy? Apparently the spider drone is supposed to jump on your face, but how many times have you guys had it where the spider drone is like behind you and on the ground and shocking you, and you can't actually shoot it, and neither can your teammates? It does like no damage whatsoever. It's really buggy. Like it's not working right. Mark Rubin has confirmed that on Twitter, and they're looking to get the spider drone fixed before potentially looking at rebalancing. He did say that all abilities will be looked at for rebalancing once they have enough data. So yeah, spider drone's going to be getting reworked to actually, you know, work. But in the meantime, it's the most annoying thing probably in the history of XDefiant, and I just really wish it was in the game, man. It's so ridiculously frustrating. It doesn't really serve a purpose, man. I could go on and on about this. I freaking hate the spider drone so much. Like, oh, it just makes me mad. It really does. But something that doesn't make me mad is the fact that Killcams are coming to XDefiant. We don't know when it's going to happen, probably season 1, but Killcams will be there, which is needed. Killcams are a very good thing, especially in a free-to-play game like XDefiant. As a way to combat cheaters, having Killcams there is a really good thing because you can just record the Killcam if they're obviously cheating, send it in, make a report, and then get those players banned. Killcams are needed, not only for that, but also it's nice that when you're getting outgunned by somebody, or somebody is just completely dominating you and you're a brand new player, or maybe you're just having a bad game, it's nice to be able to look at the Killcams, see what kind of attachments maybe they have, what kind of setup they're running, and also see how they're playing, how their accuracy was. Like, seeing that stuff helps people learn. I know for me personally, when I got into Call of Duty back in Call of Duty 4, I used to watch a ton of Killcams because I couldn't believe how often I was getting shit on, and then I would watch them play in the Killcam, and I'm like, ah, shit, he is just way better than me, isn't he? And I learned from that, right? So Killcams are definitely going to be a welcome addition to the XDefiant multiplayer. Next up, there is a visual recoil bug on the Tier 50 Battle Pass MDR skin, which is just ridiculous. It just makes the gun have a ton of visual recoil, which is kind of crazy considering this is the final reward from the first ever Battle Pass within XDefiant, and you're better off not running it because it adds a ton of visual recoil. Well, apparently they're fixing that. They're aware of that bug, and hopefully soon the legendary skin on the MDR will be getting fixed and be in line with no skin being put on the MDR. Next up, we have disbanding lobbies. It was said pre-launch for XDefiant that by default, lobbies in the game were not going to be disbanding, but ever since launch, lobbies have been disbanding. Well, apparently that's a bug, apparently that's an issue. They are working on that, and they're also going to be adding the ability to chat with the enemy team post-match, which I think would be pretty cool. Like, after a very close competitive match, being able to talk to the other team while you're looking at the scoreboards and everything like that should make for some pretty fun moments. I'm excited to see that coming. It would also be nice if there was maybe a death chat. You know, we always talk about how we don't need XDefiant to become COD, but there's always been something so satisfying about killing somebody and then hearing their death comms for a second or two right after you kill them. Something about that was always kind of fun, and perhaps that's something they could add to XDefiant in the near future. The final couple of things here, if we go back to the very opening clip of the video here, they're looking into AFK players and penalizing them, because I've had so many matches where I have AFK teammates for like 3 to 5 minutes. They don't really seem to ever get kicked, and maybe there's just enough stick drift on their controller that they're slightly moving, and then the game's not detecting it. Like, I'm not sure. There is a number of AFK people in a lot of lobbies in XDefiant, and they are looking into that, or looking to penalize those people and get them out of the match sooner rather than later, which is good because it's always so frustrating when you're in a pretty close game and then 2 of your teammates just go completely AFK. And then the final update here is there will be a penalty for leaving games too much. Apparently there's a bit of an issue where a lot of people are rage quitting in XDefiant, and they're looking to penalize those players a little bit more, because not only is it a stress on matchmaking, it's a stress on the people in the lobby, your teammates especially. It's supposed to be a team-based, fast-paced arcade shooter, and with people constantly backing out, well, that's a bit frustrating for those people that are actually in the lobby, still trying to play, still trying to win. It's a bit of an issue. So those are all the things that I was able to find on social media. They are updating a lot of aspects of XDefiant in the coming weeks, and I'm pretty excited about that personally, because as a whole, the core foundation of the game has been pretty good. Like, I've been enjoying the core concepts of XDefiant. I will say I would like more to do in the game besides just level up my weapons, but I have a feeling stuff like that is going to be addressed when we get Season 1. But looking at all the changes here, like reworking and rebalancing all the abilities in the game once they have enough data, kill cams being added, weapon XP changes being added, possibly addressing bunny hopping even more, looking into AFK players and getting them out of your matches, also giving a penalty for people that leave too many games. Like, these are all very positive changes, and I'm excited to see what the XDefiant team has for us moving forward. But guys, that is it for this video here today. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts and feedback on these changes down there in the comments, and let me know what other changes would you make to the game. Let me know about that. Thank you all so much for listening, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.